All right, everyone. This is Do the Talk podcast. It is your real estate podcast where we explain to regular people, just like us sitting in front of you right now, how to invest in real estate. This is one of its kind in our community, and one of the top real estate podcasts in Indianapolis as we speak. So if you are looking to invest in real estate, you've really come to the right place. We have experienced people, we interview experienced experts in real estate every single Friday. So you've come to the right place. My name is Ahmed Lawal, and this is Ibrahim Ojenide, my co-host today. Ibrahim, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. It is another Friday, and we have been doing this, almost a year now, consistently every Friday, regardless of what we have out there to do and everything. We prioritize this podcast. That's my point. So we really appreciate you guys for tuning in, and those of you that you are busy and you have to go back to our episode, we really appreciate all your effort. Please share, subscribe, like, bring up your comment. Especially we appreciate a constructive criticism, because I mean nobody is perfect, and we are eager to learn from you guys. Anything you think we can do to improve this podcast, it's gonna be valuable to us, and we'll keep working on getting better and better. um so today I'm gonna introduce the topic, and my host will start everything, get us started. We are looking at real estate mentorship. Before we start, we want to remind you that it is not a get rich quick scheme, but real estate is one of the most steady, most tested and trusted, and a very reliable source of building financial freedom. I mean, we all want to be financially independent. um, we want time to be able to extra time in our hands so we can take care of our family and be there when it matters most. Be there for our children, our family, our loved ones. So real estate is one of the investment that if you set up, if you are consistent and dedicated and build that stream of wealth for a period of time, the investment will pay you back forever. And it is not like I'm just saying that is really tested. You can look at the millionaires, billionaires out there. That's what they have, a lot of real estate investment, because it is one of the most steady investment you can do in the entire world. Now, Ahmed, um, I'm gonna pass this to you. So, real estate mentorship, it is one of the underrated or often non covered or less covered critical aspect of real estate, just
Yeah.
because of different kind of reasons. I have my own reasons, but I want you to get started first, and you know we want to hear from you. Bust us, no, no, um, bring all the knowledge that you really want to pass to us, and we are eager to learn from you, and you know and we'll really appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Ibrahim, for bringing up the topic and sharing your thoughts on it. You see, every journey that require any success journey in life, you will need a mentor. It might not be someone that you pay directly to mentor you, but someone that actually have really done or go past through the stage that you are right now is crucial to allow you to flourish. Why do I say that? You look at our father in the house, you look at our mother in the house. What makes them very unique to us is because of their guidance. It's because of their wisdom that they pass on to us. They show us the rope whenever we need. So our first day of school, and so just to cut that part short, In real estate, you need like a father, a mother, someone that can show you the rope as well. So the basic purpose of a mentor is someone that can shorten your learning curve, someone that can. It took him 10 years to get to where he is, but he is willing to share his experience so he can only you can be at the same point in 2 years. You see how much a year is shaving us off of your journey. 8 good years. That is what a good mentor will do for you. At some point, you will always go past your mentor, because guess what? Now they shift off 10, 8 years of your time. Now you have 8 years to actually do more things than what they've done. That is why a lot of students have the potential. It doesn't necessarily mean you will surpass your mentor, but you have the potential if you take the advantage to surpass them. So, real estate mentorship is just someone that can hold your hand, tell you to jump when you need to jump, tell you to run when you need to run, tell you to crawl when you need to crawl, so that something going over your head doesn't eat you. Someone that can actually we're going to be going over the characteristics of what I think it's the characteristics of a good mentor. But before then, someone that can actually pass down, give you the real source. I don't want to say pass down a baton, because we've know that okay, he has done it, then he passed down a baton for me. Now it's my own race to continue and all that. But the baton is everywhere now. The information is everywhere. This particular show is a mentor to you, because you are learning from it, you are shortening your knowledge from. So the baton is everywhere. But someone that can actually spend their time and invest in you. There's no amount of money you can pay for a mentor that actually mean your have your good the your progress in mind, that can actually be enough, really. But someone that is willing to take that chance, so that is who a mentor is. And it is very crucial to know who you want to invest with, who you want to trust with your path, who you want to go with. There are few characteristics that I have written down for a good mentor that I look for in a mentorship. Uh, so one of them is someone that is willing to spend time with me. See, one thing about life is, for someone to actually know you, or for someone to actually tell you that they trust you, they want you to be successful, they need to spend quality time with you. I categorize that time as minimum of 2 hours a week. Someone that does more than that is actually pretty good. 2 hours a week is enough for them to have a real big conversation, review what you've done over the past week, give you guidance on how to proceed from where you are. If you get stuck, now they have time to evaluate what have you done wrong. Okay, what got you here? Okay, how can you reverse back and take another route? Or even how can you go through this where you are stuck right now and still make it to the other side of the heart? So a mentor should be able to create enough time. And my second thing is, a mentor should be able to do at minimum, at least some sort of face-to-face interaction with his mentee. I'm still coming to what constitutes a mentee. A face-to-face, some sort of, you don't have to be in the same place. I mean, internet has make it easy for you to sit in Africa and talk to me in the US live. So but it has to be face to face, because you can actually take out from their energy. You can suck in their energy. You can take into consideration how passionate they are willing for you to be successful. You can see their facial expression. You guys can joke and laugh together. All these things is very crucial. And this is someone that you can see their face frowning if you do something really, really bad. If you really, really mess up, you can see how how painful it really gets to them, to be like, wow, I think we've gone past this, but you know what? Let's fix it. Which takes me to the third part. Someone that is willing to fix stuff for you, someone that can is prepared to correct you and instruct you constructively, not to demoralize you, not to talk down on you like, oh, you stupid, why can you do that? No, someone that can look into your face and tell you like you messed up, but guess what? We're gonna fix it. Everybody needs that. That is the role that our father, our mother has played in our life, that we actually give them such a huge respect. If you see anybody disrespecting their parents, you look at them and you look down on them. Why? Because you hold your parents to a high esteem. That it is the same for our mentor as well. So the fourth one is going to be encourage your choices, your behavior, your decision, not talent. I have a talent to play soccer. That's fine. A lot of people have talent, but they didn't get anywhere. But I choose to show up on the field 7 a.m. in the morning when everybody else is showing up 8 a.m. A mentor should be able to pick on those kind of attitude and praise it. So that why do I say you should praise it is because now you get encouraged to continue doing it because somebody noticed. Secondly, it encourages some other people around you. Now you are a positive force around other people. A mentor should be able to notice, not talent. Talent come naturally. You can sing, yes, but have you shown up where they actually need your talent to be used? No, you sing in your room. That is, it's of no use for anybody. So actually taking action, decision, choices, those are the things that every good mentor should be able to pick out on. Now, relating it to real estate, you can choose to learn on this podcast as much as you want, but we always tell you if you don't take any action, nothing's going to happen. We say that on every podcast. We purposely make that part of our introduction just because we want you to know that this on its own is actually a mentorship. So we are not scared to actually look into your face and be like, you can watch this all you want, but nothing's going to change. Nothing, absolutely nothing's going to change. You have to take action. So mentorship should look like that. If you join a mentor or you say someone is your mentor and all these things that I've listed is not there, I would say wrong. Look for something else. And there's nothing absolutely wrong in having 3, 4 mentors. There's emotional mentor. There's someone that is very strong and face up mentor that I have that is going to tell you straight like, this is what I want. If you can't do it, get away. I'm learning that from him. There's someone that's whenever he's doing a Zoom call, anything real estate is willing to answer people's questions. If I'm doing something that will pay me 100, 200, 300, less than $500, I will prefer to join his Zoom than to go and do that thing that will make me 500. Because guess what? I know that I'm going to be getting a value more than $500 on this call. So now I'm going to say this too. I've listed the characteristics of a good mentor. Nothing can change. Absolutely nothing can change if a mentee is not ready to do the work. Mentorship is not there for you to be buying 10 houses, the multi-family for you, single family for you. Mentorship is there to show you how to do it. It is absolutely up to you to decide if you actually want to take action. Absolutely nothing is going to happen if you don't. If you don't, you choose not to advise yourself, you choose not to tell people what you do, you are living like a secret agent. Nobody knows what you do. That is why you are not selling anything. People need to be aware that this is what is going on and stuff like that. before they can patronize you. They need to see your consistency. They need to see your energy. They need to see that you are actually serious about what you are saying and you are intentional about it. So don't think that is one thing that happens to me actually, and this is why I said this is a mentorship as well. Because I was once at that point where I think, oh, if I just pay for this mentorship, then all my problem is solved. I was wrong. The mentorship actually gave me everything that I want, but if I didn't take action, nothing will happen. Absolutely nothing will happen. I chose my path. I find what is comfortable for me, then I go after it. That is how that is what a mentor should bring out of you. Um, so the mentorship should cut down your time, should shrink your knowledge curve. If your mentor spend 5 years to achieve what they achieve, you should be doing it in a year or two. That is the purpose of a mentorship. But that cannot happen, even though your mentor mean the business. If you are not doing anything, it's not gonna work. So money determine the result of mentorship. That's saying. You have to take the action. You have to do the work. They can give you the cheat code how you want, how much you requested, and you get all of it. If you don't do anything with it, nothing will happen. Absolutely nothing will happen. You can have all the. So that is why I said earlier, if you are just joining, thank you for joining. That is why I mentioned earlier, like before we used to say a mentor is passing down a baton to you so you can now run your own race. Now, I don't think that is the fact again. The fact is the baton is everywhere. The information is everywhere. I mean, there's still some people that you will need to get close to actually have a one-on-one or to actually be in their group to get all the secret sauce. But the baton is everywhere. The information is everywhere. The problem is if a mentee is not taking action. If you are consuming the content and you are not doing anything with the content, then nothing will happen. So it is absolutely crucial that a mentee also take part in a mentorship. It has to be mutual effort for you to get a result. So in real estate, you can decide to join wholesaler mentorship. I don't want to be mentioning name. You can decide to join wholesaler mentorship. You can decide to join uh creative finance mentorship. You can decide to join real estate agent mentorship. You can decide to join all mentorship that existed on this planet Earth in real estate. But I promise you won't be able to buy a single house if you don't just take your phone and call people up. Take your phone, search for houses. Take your phone, connect with people that has done the job. They just need to pass you the already cooked meal, like wholesalers, real estate agents. These guys are there. They provide a service. If you don't connect with Ibrahim doesn't know you need a house, and all he does all day is buying houses for people. So you need to actually take action for a result to stem up. I can I have a mentorship that as of today, to be able to join that mentorship, you're going to be paying 17,000. As of today that we are speaking, you're going to be paying 17,000 to join. But guess what? The money doesn't matter. What matter most is your action. Let me give you quick advantage of mentorship. And mentorship is going to get you close to people that thinks like you. Mentorship is going to get you in a room of people that actually doing the same thing that you want to do. Maybe they are behind you, they are on your level, or they are a step above you. Mentorship will get you in a room with people like that. Mentorship is going to get you in a room with people with private money. There are some people that just join mentorship because they want to invest in your deal. They trust you. They know, okay, if you are in this room, then you are trustworthy. Mentorship is going to get you all that. Mentorship is going to get you someone that knows someone that can solve your problem that you have right now in your business. Mentorship will do all that for you. Mentorship is going to get you close to your goal 50% faster, 40% faster, 60% faster than you can do yourself. Because guess what? We are actually a mirror of our environment. The people you roll with, the people you play with, the people you associate with is a reflection of you. So what mentorship does is you just get in a room of people that are eager to win, that are eager to make 10,000 a day, that are eager to make 100,000 a day, that are eager to make 1 million a day. If you get in a room of people like that, guess what happened? Automatically, you started thinking of getting that kind of energy as well. You started putting in the work. You started learning the rope from them. Automatically, before you know it, things will started happening around you. Let me give you an example. In 2021, I joined a mentorship of positive people, very aggressive people. These people don't joke. Like literally, when they say they're gonna go and do this, they do it. That is the life I'm living now. Once I wake up, an idea form in my head, and this makes sense to me. Let's do it. That is the life I'm living now. I get myself in that room to kind of extract that energy and I formulate it myself, develop it in a way that I want to go, and I follow that path. You can do the same without joining a mentorship, but what mentorship does is it also keep you accountable. You see people that you sit together yesterday, you are on the Zoom yesterday, you guys roll yesterday, you hit dinner yesterday, making a video of them closing a deal of 30,000, 60,000, 105,000. I have a friend that closed a deal of just over 100,000 yesterday. People are making this kind of money. That keep you, that open the veil in your face. Like what this guy that does this is, he doesn't have two head. It's not smarter than me. That is what mentorship is meant for. Mentorship is supposed to keep you, because if you walk alone, at some point you're going to run into obstacle, and that will weigh you down. That will slow you down. I could remember last year I was doing a deal, and I was actually on this podcast. A lady from my mentorship, a mentorship that I joined, tested me like, "Hey, bro, I've never heard from you for a while. What's going on with you?" Because I was so into my world, I couldn't think. And I thought to myself, like, oh, shit, I haven't talked to this lady for a longer time. And I'm like, hey, sorry about that. I haven't reached out for a while now. This is what I'm going through. This is my obstacle right now. I need to figure a way how to kind of jump, find my way around this obstacle or go through it. And she's like, have you talked to this person? I'm like, who is that? She's like, this person can actually solve your problem. Ibrahim, you are on the same this podcast with me on that day, and I told you, Ibrahim, someone just gave me a link. Let me try it. That person actually solved my problem. I wouldn't have known that lady if I didn't join that mentorship. I wouldn't have known that my solution existed somewhere else if I don't talk to her. Mentorship keep you going. When you face obstacle, you can always turn to people that have done it before, that have passed through the same stage before, and they can share their experience. That deal I fought through, I might end up finding a way, but by talking to her, I was able to get to the solution a lot quicker than I can figure out on my own. So that is the goal of a mentorship. Ibrahim, so I've been talking for some time now, and a lot of time people have this perception of, uh, I want to join a mentorship. I like this guy's energy. I want to be in a room with him, but they are not willing to do the actual work that he requires. the goal of a mentorship is to give you the information. It's not to do it for you.
Yes.
What is your take on this kind of belief, this kind of mindset?
Thank you. First, I want to commend you. You've done a great job by really telling us the benefit of having a mentor, and why it is important to do some kind of mentorship. I mean, join some kind of mentorship program. And it's not just about signing up that matters, it's about you really participating. You've mentioned that already. I'm just reiterating what you have explained to us, because um, I believe it is very important that your participation alone will make the biggest difference. It's not about just stacking or shelving the knowledge that you, or the information you gain from that the master of the program, which is the real mentor. Of course, that person will be the mentee, and the real person will be mentor. So anyway, I think there are a lot of factors that kind of affect people from really participating. I mean, and because of that, those people that they did not really participate or take action, they kind of discouraged people that are outside, that are thinking about joining mentorship, or not even having the clue of how to get started or anything, but they get a negative or inaccurate representation of what a mentorship should look like, or the real benefit of mentorship. you know I can give you example. So I think last 2 years, my wife, she was trying to learn about like Amazon, this automation, like where you buy products out of country, and you send it to Amazon, and Amazon will package and sell and all that for you. So she joined that program, and I think she paid like 5,000 something for that program. And she didn't have time to do the program because it requires you to learn from that mentor. Of course, there are a lot of theories, there are a lot of example, a lot of resources, a lot of direction of how to be self-independent, how to source product and everything. So she couldn't have time to do that because she was in nursing school then. She's still in nursing school, but she was a freshman, and it was kind of she's getting her foot into the nursing classes. Anyway, she couldn't do it the way the mentor designed the program, because nothing comes easy, let's face it, and everybody know that. So she couldn't really participate the way she's supposed to. And I told her, look, the fact is, you joined this mentorship at the wrong time.
Hmm.
To really benefit from this, if you really like this program, this business, you might have to finish your nursing program first, or you stop your nursing program and face this one. If the nursing is not a priority for you, like, you have to pick one. You cannot do the two at the same time. um a lot of stuff, we try to bundle them together and everything. Trust me, if that those businesses or those programs, if they consume a lot of time, and it has a lot of value, each of them has multi value, and that there are a lot of potential, and you can see your future with either of those business or program. I recommend you take one first and get it done before you go to the other, because the truth is, anything that is good does not come easy. So the business of the Amazon automation and all that, we've seen a lot of millionaires, develop from Amazon. I mean, benefited from Amazon program and everything, and a lot of people are making money from this, e-commerce. But the truth is, nursing itself, it's deals. It's healthcare. It's the human being. You have to focus. You have to know, the basic care of people and everything, and so it requires time. And so to summarize everything, she couldn't do the two. She dropped the e-commerce course and everything. So now it looks like the money is gone. It's but I know she paid her money, she couldn't do it, it's okay. But what that kind of taught me and her is that, okay, when you are trying to do something, you might want to let go. You cannot. There's an adage in Nigeria, or let me say Yoruba language, that you cannot, the kigi meji bonolekon, like you cannot put two wood into fire at the same time. You have to put one first, let it burn, then you put the second one. So anyway, people are trying to bundle a lot of stuff together. You are going to work, you are tired already, you're doing full time, then you picking overtime, which is not wrong. There's nothing wrong with that. But at the same time, you want to do a course that will teach you how to also be financially independent, which means that course requires some time, it requires some attention, it requires everything. So what am I saying here? I'm saying that we need to give time to any kind of mentorship program and really participate in it. Make some sacrifice, because those are the things that will really keep us engaged and make us really see the benefit and actually learn from that program or that mentorship class. Otherwise, it's like it might end up being a waste of time and money or energy, just because we did not give the adequate energy, the adequate participation that the program requires. We didn't give it to it. So, and at the end of the day, it's just a waste of time and waste of money, just because you couldn't meet up to the standard. And you mentioned something about your mentor. He will say he prefer you to do this. If you cannot do it, you have to just back out. Like you cannot, you know work with him, just because it means the energy is too low. He wants a sufficient amount of energy. That way you guys can be in the same page, not like he's on 99% and you on like 34, or 29. It's the gap is too much. So um but there are some things that I feel. I mean, I don't know if I answer your question, but I think the major reason is that we have
Absolutely.
too much. We have too much in our end. We have to let go some stuff so we can face what matters the most. I mean, if you have planned that you want to be an investor, you want it to be your lifelong career, you want it to be your long term, career, then you have to let go some. I'm not saying quitting your job. That's not the point. But if you have to just do 40 hours and 40 hours will pay your bill and you can cut down your expenses, great. You see the overtime you are doing. The honest fact is that the overtime they are paying you just to keep you in that business, because that person needs to get that product or that services out. That's why he's paying you extra. He or she is not happy paying you that extra. He or she is paying you because he or she is trying to meet the deadline. And to you, you feel like you're making big money, you are happy. But the fact is, whatever the manager or the CEO, whatever they are paying you, it's already been calculated. Like they are good to pay you that money, because the services and the whatever they are trying to ship out, or the product, they know it's gonna yield a lot of money to them, because their credibility, their time management, everything, it's so important to them. So they don't mind giving you that extra money. At the end of the day, you are just making their company stronger and stronger, because now they are vendors, or they are wholesalers or suppliers, whatever. They'll look at them as a credible and reliable company, because they are able to meet target, they are able to do this, do that. It bring more businesses to them, they make more money, even times 20 or times 100 of what they gave to you. So what am I saying? I'm saying that if there's any way you can slow down, do your normal 40 hours, now go to mentorship classes, see how you can learn what matters to you, what it's going to be your long-term career. Face that, keep yourself on a budget, and when after learning those stuff, take action and don't stop learning. And that's another mistake that some people make. Like when they learn something, the basic, they stop. Of which it's like you are. you are you are putting yourself in a trap, because the basic that you learn, it's there to just get you started. You need continuous knowledge, continuous education to keep you afloat, or to keep you or to even raise you beyond the average. Anything you want to do in this life, it's almost 99% is done already. Like, people have done it before. So for you to be extraordinary, or above the basic scale or average scale, you need to do more by keep updating your knowledge, keep seeking for new stuff, um, so that you can be an outstanding person, or outstanding vendor. So I want to talk about four. This is very critical. Four factors that are keeping people, or the people that has, like, they haven't even make any attempt to go to a mentorship or even think about it. Um, or they are thinking about mentorship, but these four factors is keeping them away from even making that seeking that information, or even making that call to see if it's gonna be beneficial to them or not. Um, the first one is ego. I say that because um, we when we have some idea, little idea about something, to go to someone who has been doing it before, we look at it as, oh, why do I have to? Maybe I can just learn more from from YouTube that I've been learning, or from Facebook, or from Twitter, Instagram, whatever that person has been learning, or from someone I see them doing it, and I scan through without even asking them how they are doing it and all that. So people will just try to, okay, maybe if I use my normal common sense, just because you've seen a little direction of how people are doing it without knowing the depth, the core aspect of that investment. You just want to do try and error and hoping that you'll be fine. And also, you don't want that person to look at you like, okay, you are a newbie, or you don't know about the business, or you know because of that, people, or this person is very younger to me. Maybe you are like 50 years old, and this person like 29 or 35, or you have present some kind of false image about yourself, like, maybe you like to represent. What I mean by that is, you are the one that, like, nice car, nice jewelry, nice this, nice that. So you don't want that person to look at you like, okay, after all that, you you barely have anything in your account. You barely have anything in your, so you don't really want them to see the true you, because what you represent is way bigger than the true you. So because of that ego, like, no, I'm not gonna, I'd rather just learn and crash, and or from there I'll get it together. And so it kind of deprive, or kind of prevent some people from really going to a mentorship. The second one, it kind of align with the first one, a little bit different, but kind of working hand, which is fear of criticism. Like I said, the example I used earlier, I kind of work with this as well. You don't really want them to know what is going on with you, like how what you are struggling to get, and your background, what are the things you currently struggling with, and your level of competency, your knowledge at present. You don't want them to really see that, because you fear people saying, oh, I thought this is like a normal thing that you should know. And these mentors, to share with you guys, the real mentors, like real professional mentors, they don't criticize you about you should know this or you should know that. No, if you go to the right people, their job is to try to get you those necessary knowledge, so you can be successful in that business, they don't care about what you know, what you don't. Like, they want you to know, of course, but they are not there to judge you, so, but people that have this fear of criticism, excuse me, they don't want even people around them that are in that mentorship. Sometimes it's not even really about that mentoring him or herself. It's really about people around that person. They don't want those people to know that they are also struggling, or they are also very they have that burning desire to get into that business just because they want that they want to be financially independent, because they've already presented themselves as someone who has got it together already, even though they are still struggling. So the next one is procrastination. Sometimes you can think about something all day all night, but if you don't really take action, it's like waste of time. It's just there in your brain. Ideas, it's meant to be it's meant to be put in action, not just think about it and you'll float away, or disappear. So when you procrastinate a lot, um you're just gonna something you're supposed to do today, it might take 2 3 years, and you might not even figure it out yet, just because you are not you are not the action taker. You just say something and not following up with what you say or put it into action. The last one I want to say, not the least, is inefficient priority of money or energy. I'll repeat that: inefficient priority of money or energy, or maybe I should say inefficient prioritization of money or energy. So when you talk about mentorship, what comes to mind is they're gonna charge me so amount of money. Okay, let's just assume we are doing it's just a scenario here. Let's say the person will charge you 17,000, like Ahmed said, okay? And this person, this person got it together. This person is a real mentor. This person is killing the business. This person is doing absolutely well in that field, okay? And he's gonna charge you $17,000, okay? Now, good news. Let's say this person would let you do installment payment, like you don't have to pay everything outright, okay? You've you calculated the money, you can afford that monthly payment. Maybe it's $500 a month or $1,000 a month. I don't know. Okay, let's use $1,000 a month. You said no, you're not gonna do that just because. Why would you pay $1,000 a month? Okay, for a mentorship program. However, this same person has two vehicles and is paying on these two vehicles. This same individual has two vehicles that of course people say, oh, you can have one for party, one for work, one for fun, or one for family. Okay, the reason why I use the example of these two vehicles is because when you have a burning desire to become financially independent, and you see the mentorship program that will guide you, like literally give you all the theories, and all you have to do is put in action and get to where you are going a lot faster, you decline doing that just because you have some other stuff that is taking money from you, you know, and which is the example of having two vehicles that you are paying monthly, and you decline that program, but you rather pay for two vehicles. So it means, to me, that means you are not prioritizing your fund or your money properly or efficiently, because when you pay for two vehicles, first of all, we know vehicle depreciate.
Mhm.
Besides, you only need one vehicle. Some people will argue that in some city, some area, you probably can survive without vehicle, because there are buses, there are train, there are ferries and all that, depending on where you live in. And we know for sure that vehicle will not get you that financial freedom, because what you are going for, that mentorship, it's really like all the mistake, the error, the new updates, everything about that business is what that individual is going to coach you and show you how to do it. All you have to do is participate, put your energy into it, and get it done. So people would rather do that. Or what about the ones that, they like to go vacation? I'm not saying vacation is wrong, but what I'm saying is you go vacation a lot, maybe every 3 months and all that. You know, do a lavish vacation, or spend a lot of money on necessary stuff. Because of that, you decline to do a program that will get you to where you are going or where you plan to be in the next 5, 7, or 10 years, just because you have to use that money for something else. So some people are just, they have that issue because they don't know how to really separate or identify more what has more priority than, what have more priority in everything they are trying to do. So if you are not able to separate, able to identify what are the things that can wait, what are the things that you can let go without regretting, or without having some negative thought about it, it's really a big problem. And nobody is 100% clear off this. I mean, what I
Yeah.
mean by that is, I do have some things that I buy that I don't necessarily need to buy it, but it's everybody has some kind of things that we spend money on that you don't necessarily have to. But there are, for some people, it's very esteemed, like it's very in a very huge unnecessary manner, just because they just have a hard time identifying things that will matters a lot things that will change their life. They would rather just represent now than saving and planning for the future. So they focus more on what people will say today, what they look like today. And some people have this belief of, okay, I nobody controls tomorrow. I don't know about tomorrow, so I'd rather do it today. Yes, I mean, nobody knows tomorrow. Nobody controls tomorrow. However, you saving and building for the future, in fact, because you don't know tomorrow, it's even the biggest reason why you should be prudent and save as much as you can, invest as much as you can, because you don't know tomorrow. What about tomorrow becomes more tougher? But you've already invest, you already save money, you've already, okay, let's say worst case scenario, what people will say, okay, what about if you pass away? Okay, yeah, well, the good thing is you've saved money, you've invest, now your family can benefit from what you've saved and invest, and you passed away. Okay, life moves on. The other way, let's say you want to enjoy your life, you want to spend all your money, you want to live your life to the fullest. You can do all that, but when you pass away, your family will have hard time, because if you are the breadwinner of the family, now you haven't set them to the right path before you pass, because you are just living your life. So I am not saying you have to eat cold beans all night, or just eat unhealthy stuff just because you want to save money, or just because you want to become a financial because you want to show your family that financial success, or how to become financially independent, is doable. I'm not saying you have to keep everybody you know in a no electricity, no water situation. No, what I'm saying is that whatever situation you are today, there's always a way out, which is we can um, find a way to save money as much as we can, as little as we can, save it and use that money to better our life in the future. Because every dollar, every money you invest today, you are literally um, you are saving money for the future. That money will come back to you and help you and your family. you know um Of course, there are a lot of investment out there, but the one that I'm very confident about is real estate, because a lot of houses. I mean, look at New York. Look at Chicago. There are a lot of houses that before they born my father, my grandfather, before they born them, the houses has been there, and today somebody is still making money from the houses. Somebody is still making money from a lot of people still making money from those houses. So then they're gonna pass it to another person again. Another person will make money from it. They'll renovate it. So it's like a circle. Like you keep making money from it just because real estate will never die. It is a steady, consistent, a reliable investment. You need to invest in real estate because it has tax benefit. It has it has been proven to be the one of the steady, most reliable investment you can do. It's gonna create that financial freedom. It's gonna create that generational wealth for your family if you do it right. So mentorship, it is the vehicle to assist you to get to that financial independent. You cannot know everything actually. Whatever you know today, some people know more than you. Whatever information you get today, some people already got it before you. So what is wrong getting more information from someone who already, no, he's killing it. He knows it. Get more information from that person. And by the way, you being that person's mentee, you have access to get some exclusive information. And this is more valuable than anything. Exclusive information about like maybe creditor, loan, appraisal strategies, tax strategies, different kind of stuff. It's so huge. I mean, I can't really quantify how beneficial it is because it's just so massive. You just have to get into this program, um, and so you can start making impact in your family, your life, and everything. So, Ahmed, I don't know. I try to think if there's any other things I can mention here, because we all know this is being a mentee to a mentor that is very good and is killing it. The benefit is just limitless. Some things that they've experienced, different kind of thing you can gain from them if you are really a focused and dedicated human being, or you are ready to make that impact in your life, that positive impact. So my question to you is that how can people really start? We've talked about, okay, it's good and this and that. What do you think people can do today and just get started?
Thank you, Ibrahim. So, few things is like I mentioned earlier, you need to really find someone that resonates with you, someone that's um, have the same goal as you. First, you need to know what you want. You need to know what you want in anything in life. If you don't know your destination, you will just be wandering around. It's just like you get put your shirt on in the morning, jump in your car and started driving around the city. You don't have any destination, so you need to know what you want. Once you know what you want, it is easy to find who you resonate with, because we can lie to ourselves from now to tomorrow, but we all follow people on Instagram. We all follow people on Instagram. There is something about them that makes us follow them. If you remember last few episodes, I said unfollow everybody on Instagram. Follow just those people that actually can positively impact you. Someone that you know directly is talking about something that you really need so bad. Follow just those people. It is hard to do, but it is very, very beneficial if you can do it. So you need to know what you want, find someone that you resonate with, then assess their personality. Is this someone I want to be with? Will this person have time for me? Because you don't want to go into mentorship, either it is free or you pay for it. If they don't have the time for you, you're not going to benefit anything from it. That's a fact. So they need to have the time and the will to actually affect your life. And lastly, you need to be able to put in the work. Ibrahim mentioned someone that joined a mentorship that doesn't have the time. Sometimes we have the heart to do it, but because we overwhelm ourselves with unnecessary stuff, things that we they are like distractions. When we are not able to kind of part way with them. In the scenario he painted, I don't think the person is overwhelmed themselves with distraction though, because nursing school as well is not a bad thing to go to. It's actually another form of mentorship. That is one thing that we don't think about. So that is very, very important. You need to be able to create time. There's no amount of information they can give you. If you cannot execute on them, it is useless. That's a fact. There's no amount of information you can have at your disposal. There's no amount of resources you can have at your disposal. If you don't know how to use it, it is useless. Likewise, even if you know how to use them, but you can't execute on them because you don't have time, it is as well useless as well. So I really want to touch. I think I answered your question. Another thing I want to touch on real quick is please and please, Ibrahim have his website up this past week, and it's ibrealtors.us. You want to find real estate deal, you want to find fixing and flipping, you want to find distressed property that you want to buy for your next buy and hold, you want to find a new build, anything you want, just go to ibrealtors.us and you will be able to. That I already put it on. That is what is scrolling on top of our screen here. You will be able to find any deal that you want on there. So please and please go on there, look for deal, reach out to Ibrahim. Is always open. Lastly, there's 3 levels to mentorship. I purposely keep this to the last so that people can take it home. Mentorship is supposed to be the beginning is supposed to be a coaching session, because you don't know. Even if you know, I want you to delete everything in your brain and just listen. Close your mouth and just listen. Absorb that information, internalize them, contextualize them, bring meaning out of it. Whatever doesn't resonate with you, put it to the side. Don't throw it away. Put it to the side and just listen. That is where your mentor is pouring everything he knows onto you, because nobody wants to coach the person that already know. If you are proving you already know, you're probably not going to get everything from him or her. So you need to kind of shut your mouth and listen and take in all those information. Get value for your money, basically. Get value for your time, because if you are talking, you are doing as if you know. If it is me, I'm just going to shut up. Because if you know, why do I need to teach you again? So the first level at the beginning is the coaching part of it. Now, going to the second level, your mentor supposed to be managing you. Now you already contextualize the information, you internalize them, you take the ones that can work for you. You are working on those ones. You will run into issues. You will make mistake. You will mess up. You will do a lot of shitty things that you will be like, you will look back at in the next 5 years and be like, oh shit, I can't even remember that I did that. Right? So at that stage, then he needs to manage you. Like, hey, bro, that's fine, but don't do it that way next time. Or okay, this method is also good, but there's a better way to do it. So this is where management comes in. It manages you, tells you things right from wrong and all that, because now you already learn. Now you are practicalizing them. Then that is where the mentorship actually ends, because now you already get the information, you already do it, you make the mistake, and now you are an expert in that area as well. This is where you become a partner. Now you are doing your thing, it's doing his thing, you guys do things together. A lot of people make this mistake when they finish a mentorship, even in a community and stuff like that. That this is happening to me as well. This is actually me, my story. I don't join the Zoom like I used to do before when I was doing all this other thing. I know I got busy, but you need to go back, impart other people. as well as you partner with other people. This is where it is. This is why it is crucial. It is crucial because these are the people that you have the same goal with, and that will skyrocket you even past your mentor. Now you are working with your mentor, you are working with other people in the team, you are doing this, you are doing that. That's we kind of catapult you to this limelight as well, because now a lot of people will be talking about you, and now you will be gaining those popularity, and the momentum is going to just keep coming and all that. So the first one is coaching, managing, and partnership. Those three level is why you need to join a mentorship, because the first one is going to shorten your knowledge, the second one is going to bridge the gap, and the third one is going to elevate you. Even if you do it right, you can go past your mentor because you have more time to execute on all those things. So we've run up on time. Once again, IB Realtors, if you need to find a new build, any houses, you need to work with Realtor, reach out to IB Realtors. This is what they do. Ibrahim, if people actually want to connect with you, how can they do that?
Yeah, thank you so much. I really appreciate the announcement. I really appreciate that. So, if you want to reach out to me, you can reach out to me through the website at www.ibrotors.us. Just put your name, your phone number, and actually you can call me through the website, or you can send me a message. You'll come to me, or you can go to DM me on Instagram, Facebook, ibrotors.us. My number is on the platform, any of them. Um, and I will anything concerning real estate. I'm there for you. I'm your guy. Okay. So Ahmed, we are out of time. How can they reach out to you? Um,
Absolutely. You can DM me. If you need a property managed, you can DM me the word property, and I will respond to you. We can give you a free quote, use no commitment, anything like that. We can walk you through the step that will bring you cash flow today. Cash flow today is our new logo, cash flow today. So you can reach me on 317 689 7075. All right. I think that is the end. We don't have any questions today. So thank you
yeah.
guys for joining, and we will see
Thank you.
you next week. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.